Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Ayana Tip, graphic design wala, and I am a level 1 student at Rehan School Islamabad campus. So as you know, when I come with a new interview and new guest, and I today interview, and my guest name is Jana Simonik. So I am some question to you. So first of all, my first question to you is, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little about your background?
Hello, Ayan. I'm happy to be your guest on your podcast. My name is Jana. I live in a small country in Central Europe. It's Slovakia, former Czechoslovakia. It's a very small country, 5.5 million people, and professional background. I would say. I studied travel management of travel agencies at Hotel Academy in small spa town in Slovakia. Probably the reason behind that is that I wanted to travel. That's why I chose this path and the studies. After 3 years, after I completed the studies, however, I moved to Czech Republic and I started to work in IT company in administration shortly. I got married and I raised two little kids back then. It was a long time ago, if I remember that. and um, with my ex-husband, we had a paragliding production company and school, so I stayed there helping for 20 years. And after 20 years, I moved back to Slovakia to help my parents with their medical needs and I was working remotely at that time, during that time, for telecommunication company. And also helping Rehan Foundation here and there, in the background mostly back then. This year, we started a project of interviews with facilitators and students of Rehan School. So I'm more seen at the stage this year. Yeah, that would be the short introduction of mine.
Okay, nice introduction. So my next question to you is, where are you from and what inspired you to choose your current career?
Well, where I'm from, Slovakia, small country in the Central Europe. Proud citizen of European Union. And what inspired me to choose I already mentioned that I chose to study at Hotel Academy travel agencies because I wanted to travel. However, I have never worked in that field. And I traveled a lot. Just it took me some time. So I traveled a lot, but not professionally, or it wasn't linked to my career. So that would be the explanation.
Okay, nice. So my next question to you is, how did your professional journey start?
How my professional journey started.
Yes.
Yeah, I already mentioned that also that after school I was briefly working in IT company in administration. Then I was uh, then I continued in the paragliding company, and after that for several years I was working in that telecommunication company remotely. So the start was like that.
Okay, nice. So my next question to you is, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced in your career?
Hmm. There are biggest challenges, there are smaller challenges, and sometimes the smaller challenges seem more important for our life. Um, I I always struggle with this question because every challenge becomes just experience after you overcome that challenge, and it doesn't seem, so big or so difficult to solve that problem. So I will probably not give you an example. I just maybe say the biggest challenges. I can say where the parenting and we as parents sometimes we can only discover things when our children are older and start to talk and remember situations we as parents remember totally different ways. So challenges were, I would say, these challenges were the most important to me.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is, what motivates you to keep moving forwarding during difficult times?
Motivation, you mean? Yeah, motivation. Well, in life, you have to move forward. You have obligations as a citizen, so I cannot afford to just stop doing anything and um, think about the challenge or the problem. We have to move on as people. So it's almost like there is no time to um, just even have time to for ourselves and to digest and transform whatever problem we go through. Um, and sometimes probably as we don't have that enough time for ourselves to overcome the problems, we probably bury them inside, and then later they cause different problems. So yeah, that came to my mind when you asked that question, that people have a lot of problems, and the roots are probably even in the childhood, and they were not processed very well, and they were not learned and transformed into something else. And later, of course, as adults, we are more busy and other problems come, and we don't have time to process them as well. And it's just, yeah, gets bigger and bigger, right? So, hmm, what keeps us going in life, even when we have the big problems, it's like everyday life. You have to get up, you have to have some breakfast or lunch, you have to take care of the household or whatever person you have in life. You have to go to work. So, these small things, these small steps, everyday work, it's just there.
Okay, nice. So my next question to you is, what does a typical day in your work life look like?
Uh, currently, currently, I actually only help Rehan School, Rehan Foundation. So, doing interviews, I'm trying to work on that curriculum which you kids also go through. I was making the song and video clip, some posts on social media, working with different AI tools, so I can have this perspective that what kind of AI tools are there, how they work, how they look like, and yeah, everyday life also like you have household, taking care of the household, food, grocery shopping, doctor's checkup with my parents, working in the garden nowadays because it's spring. The garden nature is waking up, so there's a lot of work out there. Yeah, like that.
Okay, nice. So my next question to you is, what skills do you think are most important for success in your field?
In my field, well, in my field, what is my field? But if I think about um, time, uh, because in future, near future, it will probably don't matter. Uh, the field will not matter, but what will matter is the flexibility, and of course um, artificial intelligence came, so we have to learn because it's already appearing in job search results. um, so yeah, artificial intelligence skills, flexibility, but also ethic, and hmm, some balance probably, because there is a lot of technology, AI, so balancing that technology, still stay connected with nature and people.
Okay. So my next question to you is, what habits help you become successful in your life?
What habits leads to success, right?
Yes.
Depends. It can be very complicated because everybody consider to be success something else. For everyone, success means something else. And some habits which leads to success are not healthy. So of course, some habits like not to waste your time, right, on social media, consuming the content which you cannot learn anything from. So I would probably answer these questions like what to avoid rather than what habit to build, because it really is about even exercising these habits, um, in balanced way. But of course, one has to be disciplined, and but what even disciplined means, you get up at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m., you exercise, you have healthy breakfast, then you work on something, then you have enough sleep in the night, right? So healthy habits, but it's a question, what are the healthy habits?
Okay, right. So my next question to you is, what advice would you give to young people who want to start their career internationally?
Internationally.
Yes.
Well, I think Rehan school students already are introduced or are navigated to that path, because you are learning skills like artificial intelligence, graphic designing, but of course, communication, leadership. So if you want to work from Pakistan or from any other country on the global market, what you need English, right? You need the language which is internet language. If we like it or not, it's English. And not just English, we have to know how to communicate properly, like how to introduce ourselves, right? So, and you are learning that at Rehan School, how to properly introduce yourself and communicate with strangers and be able to introduce what you are working on and offer that to other people and on the global market. And you can, if you are disciplined and if you are skilled and if you communicate well, you, of course, can earn money on the global market. So this is what the Rehan School, I think, teaches its students. Um, just, practice.
Okay, nice answer. So my next question to you is, what difference do you see between working in Europe and other part of the world?
What differences I see? There are for sure some differences. I can see in Europe, people are um, maybe not, yeah, they are quite honest, straightforward. Sometimes it feels like we are rude people, but we are just focused on the, not on chit chat, but we are like purpose driven. So I think we are pretty disciplined. Um, there are very transparent rules, I would say, maybe too many rules and laws in European Union. I'm still like fan of rules because the rules and laws, and if people are disciplined and follow the rules, it creates society that's more predictable. People are predictable. So there's more trust in the society, in communities, and of course, if there is more trust, we feel more safe. But I wouldn't I'm not competent to speak about America, United States, or other countries. So I can just mention probably Europe. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So my next question to you is, how important is international collaboration in today's world?
Well, today world is connected, with internet like never before. Internet, social media, it connected us a lot, and it brings a lot of information, misinformation as well. Um, but real opportunities to connect with whoever is there on the other side of the planet, so we can connect with anyone. We can talk, which wasn't here before. So we already are like globally connected, um, and it's important. I wonder if it brings us to population, to civilization zero on the planet, where we are really like one civilization. It doesn't seem so, however, today. Let's hope for better.
Okay. So my next question to you is, who has inspired you the most in your life or career?
Who inspired me? There might be really people like every day doing small things that inspire you, maybe I can, maybe it's a couple, old couple, and in which I saw in the tram when I was traveling, and I saw, that old grandpa was very um, gentle, and he was behaving like a gentleman towards his wife. Um, that's inspirational. So it's a small thing, like ordinary thing, but it can inspire you. It doesn't have to be even like big names, or these people uh, don't even have names, right? And but the memory stays, and you still remember such moments and these people who inspired you. And you can find these stories online on social media as well. So I think it's even more important to share them. So the social media and this online world seems a little bit friendlier and positive.
Okay. So, what achievement are you most proud of?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yes, my question is, what achievement are you most proud of?
Achievements. Yeah, I was telling that last time that as probably I don't have like big goals, then I probably will not be able to mention big achievements. That I struggle with having big goals and be more ambitious to set up something bigger for me. Um, so big achievements, yeah. Well, I think I'm still waiting for it, or yeah, I should work for it more to tell you about that.
Okay. So, my next question to you about Rehan School. What has been your experience working and learning with Rehan Foundation?
Yeah, Rehan Allahwala is always, the man. I would describe him as a visionary, and he is always inventing something very unique and shocking sometimes, and different. And many people laugh at him and laugh at these ideas. Just, I remember he was first offering uh, ChatGPT courses. If you remember when ChatGPT, came and we were all trying how it works, and we were amazed that it worked amazingly, right? It understood the questions well and was even giving amazing answers. But it's very um, simple tool, right? You ask questions, you give prompts, and it gives you answers. And people really saw that at the time that you just ask questions and it gives answers. And they were laughing like, what to teach about ChatGPT? There is nothing to teach, right? It's so simple. And today you can see, I am that it's quite complicated, right? You have to be good at prompting, and you can even generate codes and do vibe coding. So, and if you are good at prompting, clear and specific, then the AI gives you better answers. So it became complicated, right? And the courses suddenly actually um, are meaningful. But people were not able to see that at that time. So Rehan Alahwala is that person who always is ahead of time, and his ideas are ahead of time. Like first AI school, right? Rehan school, AI school. So and most importantly, the school which creates leaders. I don't think there is such a school in the world. So he is really a visionary, an inspiring person. And yeah, it's Rehan School is first school with these goals, and it equips students with these amazing skills which we underestimate, like communication, the power of introduction. You watch TEDx talks, which widen your perspective. Um, you work with AI and digital tools, graphic designing. You learn how to freelance, and of course, you are learning to notice the problems in your society, which are big problems in Pakistani society, right? So you are learning how to notice them and how to work on them, how to find a team, how to connect with people, so you can work on these problems together. And in the end, you will, if you solve the problem for these people, it can actually, you can earn money on that, right? So you can build your startup, you can solve the problem, and you can earn money. So and you can use the money for another good stuff to create. So it's amazing project, I think.
Okay, nice. So, my next question to you is, what kind of skills or knowledge have you gained during this journey?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, what kind of skills or knowledge have you gained during this journey?
What kind of skills and knowledge?
Yes.
I didn't understand the second part.
Yes, what kind of skills or knowledge have you gained during this journey with the art school journey?
Skills? Well, I already told you that it's you conducting the interviews, and conducting interviews is not just appearing on the screen and asking questions, right? You are inviting a guest. You have to create and use digital tools like Calendly or Calendar to schedule the interview. You have the app to remind you the interview. You have to, if you conduct the interview and you are a host, you have to research about the person you're going to interview. And sometimes, if the guest is author and have several books, sometimes the host is even reading the books. So sometimes the preparation even takes weeks for such interview. And of course, you have to follow up before the interview. You have to message the guest if it's everything okay, politely. You can think about nice messages, how to remind your guest that we have interview today, and you are reminding before interview, and you start and send the link and all the information before the interview even take place and starts. And of course, you appear on time. So the communication is a big deal. Discipline is a big deal because you don't want to waste time of your guest. And so the communication skill is really something we underestimate sometimes. And of course, the artificial intelligence, it's a future. So it's already here if we like it or not. And we have to learn it and use it ethically and yeah,
Okay, nice.
ethic.
Okay. So my next question to you is, as a foreigner participant, how do you feel working with people from Pakistan?
Um, I was in Pakistan four times in past, and I I don't want to judge, people. People are like same and different everywhere. We have our own culture. In Pakistan, when I visited the country, it was amazing and horrible in the same way, the extreme country, and it gives you extreme emotions. Extremely generous and kind people, and you also see these people are not considerate of each other. So it's very strange. That's why I always say that it's a country of extremes. Um, that's an eye of a foreigner only.
Okay, nice answer. So my last question to you is, what message would you like to give to students who want to learn digital skills?
What advice I would like to give
Yes,
to to students?
yes, to students who want to learn digital skills.
Um, there are a lot of options to learn the skills. You know, we have these amazing platforms. So we have artificial intelligence who can teach. We have YouTube still where people are teaching. So mm, we have a lot of options. We can, of course, um, join the courses or Rehan school as well to gain these skills and um, yeah, we have unlimited options today.
Okay, nice. So, thank you so much for joining us today, Jana. It was a pleasure talking with you and learning about your journey with the Heart Foundation. We wish you all the best of your future. Okay,
Thank
so,
you very much, Ayan,
okay,
for the
so,
invitation
so we
and
were,
for lovely conversation.
okay. So we were this was our today interview. I hope you like it. See you another interview, another session in the Lahafis Pakistan.